check the surface. Because the surface from inside, they made sure to be more perfect than the outside. And again, what we see here on this surface, this is without the alchemy formula that they used for the final polishing, which we will see it more. Oh my God. So people just addicted to add their names.
Really? There is names here?
There is names here, maybe made with a pencil or something.
English?
English.
And black granite.
And black granite.
You know what's amazing? I saw a documentary with Graham Hancock and he was in this box. And I didn't know where he was.
And
it was
Tristan
old.
too.
Yeah.
Tristan was the first one to get the permission and come and do the measurement.
So if they're gonna bury a pool, why they finish it from inside and from the bottom, and why they make it so perfect like this from inside?
Right.
Forget about the bulls. It's bullshit.
Right. Why take so much time if it's just for a bull? A symbolic wall. I mean, you can't put a piece of paper in there.
The hardest part will be the angles, like in the corners.
But wait. Say it again, you cannot be...
You couldn't put a piece of paper
Where?
in between the two scenes.
That's why I asked you.
Between
One
what?
piece.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, it's a single solid.
Oh, I thought there was two scenes.
No.
Oh my goodness.
So it means that they had to cut from inside the whole way.
Yeah,
down.
They had to machine it from the inside.
He saw that they are like constructed base and walls.
Why not? It was going to be much easier
Yeah.
if you're looking for the easy way, but it's not going to be functional. As I was telling you about the unfinished box. If it has a crack, so it's probably not.
So he got that box without the lid, it's all one piece.
It was all one piece.
And as you can see, that the same type of stone right here is the same like the one right here. It's not. They're probably both of them from the same block.
Yeah.
What do you think of the resonance?
So what Yusuf is saying is there were some kind of pieces of equipment in there and in there in those cutouts.
This one is very, very powerful, especially from the inside. It's bigger than the one we were just in.
Yeah, it's
much bigger.
It's massive.
I believe some of them can be over 100 probably, just to get to that number.
Yeah, because who's going to come in here and measure? Yeah.
Yusuf is going to explain how this is smoothed like the
Like
rest.
the other, because it's the liquid that I was telling you about. If this was just being made by the other, any other style, the points where it's deeper like this, it was not going to receive the same polishing as the smooth surfaces like that. But because it was a liquid, it reached every bump. And having the bumps here, that doesn't mean it's imperfect. No, it's just didn't make difference to the function of it. But from the inside, is much more sharp than the outside. And actually working on it from the inside is much more challenging. But if you need something to be, look at this. It's sharp, you know, if you put your finger on it here, if you pressed it might cut your skin.
Yeah. Wow.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Here is again more of that evidence. Come look. You see this? Huh? It's as polished as this, but not what surrounds it. You see it here? You see it here? That's because the liquid came into the bottom of the lid. Huh? That's why it has the same. This is a liquid.
Yeah. It looks just like if you were to run water on it.
Exactly.
And it gives it that slightly different variation.
Yes, and you can see it everywhere, like here. Huh? Here. So, there goes the theory of the polishing by a piece of stone and sand and water. It was an alchemy formula. Look here, normal. You feel it's still wet.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah,
But that's what happens when a liquid comes and then it forms a drop.
Yeah, it still feels almost sticky, like you can almost feel the residue.
It's not good. Here too. Here is like cutting this in the underground and without these lights. And as we can see, there are no openings in the ceiling. There is no opening in the end that will allow the natural light to come and give us the proper light to help us during the work. So what was used here? Flames.
You'd see burn marks all over the ceiling.
You don't see it. And when they used at parts of the time, they used the candles and flames to use it, it made the dark.
Yeah.
So they think there is another theory that they used the oil, special types of oil that doesn't make this black smoke. That's okay. The burning marking like up here is solved.
Yeah.
But the other thing, at least you're gonna have like 4 people hacking and 4 people taking the stuff like the broken pieces and the dust and everything to the outside, and you will have at least like 2 torches or something. So down here in the dark, and I'm hacking, there will be a whole
Dust, which would block the light.
Yeah, which will block the light. And
the
the
lungs.
people breathing with 2 flames, it will take away all the oxygen.
Right.
And this is maybe this is wider in some other cases, like the narrow tunnels underground. Who was hacking and just like blindly hacking it, or like was it a flame? That's the other things that we should look at as a challenges. This this one. This is the most shiny one.
لا هاوس ده ده very accurate cut.
The both actually. The deeper we go.
But here we can see a bumpy shape on the sides.
But the reflection of
This
the
one,
light.
no.
Look at the reflection of the light on the surface of ground. And this is full of dust, as you can see. It's covered in dust. That's why you also don't see like
No, no, come to
how
this
shiny the side of the lid. Sharp.
Look at because of the reflection, it doesn't show any pump, only just a small curve in the middle, but this straight cut, perfect straight cut.
Yeah, what the hell are they using to...
This one is
Copper
didn't recognize this.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I mean, that's just insanity.
Look at this. The side of the lid is not equal. Like this side is different than that side. But the way they facet it, I think they like for also functional.
There's a purpose, yeah.
There is a purpose
And
to give these angles like that.
yeah, the same on the other side, right? Something looks a little... I don't think they could take the care to do the bottom that and then just be like, oops, we messed up on the side of the lid.
No, yeah, as you said, it's
Functionally,
yes.
that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you're looking at a decorational thing, then you will say, oh, there is a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
What's a mistake in your eyes is not for them.
Mm-hmm.
This is the valuable one. That's why they repaired the steps, because this is the one you can see the writings, the most valuable thing on it. What writings? These writings. Look at this. It's not a straight line. It's hardly scratches on the surface, you see?
It's awful
Crude.
work, yeah.
Yes.
If you
But-
did this anywhere today, you'd be fired or worse.
And the other thing here, the shin where the name is supposed to be is empty. That's the work of the priest. Just, oh, Igor, you want, I can prepare your name here. But then the mistake comes. Now we know that the priest repaired the writings, and that the writings itself is older than any name that was going to be added here. So, if I found Igor's name here, then all these writings were made in the time of Igor. All these books was made in the time of Igor. Yeah? So that's how they
So you
how they base everything, how they date, how they relate,
Yeah.
how they identify through the writings.
So you recognize this? So
Yeah.
we are talking about 3 different times now. The books itself, the writings itself,
And the
And
name.
the name, yeah.
It's going to be 3 different times.
And here you can see better the liquid. Look, when it leaked and formed a point of a drop. Here and here and here. Everywhere. This part has the exact shiny surface.
Have you been able to take any samples of the liquid?
No. It was a great found just
Yes.
to realize.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, the man who made this line is great engineering. Look, it is not straight.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wide from here and
Yeah.
narrow from there.
Like in the manufacture itself, look how sharp the edge is. That sharp. But in the writings, he couldn't even draw a straight line. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the capability to draw a
He
straight line.
started to shake
Yeah.
his muscles.
This what happens actually when the surface is so smooth and you have
you're
this
digging
crude
in.
like tool. That's a good tool that it's eating actually anything of the granite. But here you will be like tit 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 tit, and then this will happen that it will slide
Yes.
a little bit, like here also. So this is the type of writings that actually doesn't require a professional to tell that writings were added later.
But you know, Yusuf, I have a kind of strange opinion. I think this is kind of very modern writings.
Like how modern? Why 300 BC or something?
No.
What?
Like those days.
Nah.
Really. 10 years ago, I used to go to Khan Khalili area, buying silver plates, and they used to write on it anything I want. So they have that electric pen, and it was a carver.
Mm-hmm. Like a Dremel drill.
Yeah, so I realized it is something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, the electric pen will give you better results than these.
Than this?
Really?